In today's Midday Fix, how to upgrade your patio or deck. Take a look at this chair here. Beautiful. It's been out in the elements for years. Still looks good. You know why? Because Handyman Bob Horncamp knew exactly how to protect it, and we are going to give you that advice as well, because this piece of board here, that's sort of what my deck looks like right now. And if it looks like that, you need some help.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that one, if that's kind of the color of it, it needs to be power washed.
Exactly.
But not every deck needs that.
Exactly. If the deck is looking good, you can see we've got some newer decking material here. It's just got some footprints on it. You know, it's not that dirty. All you want to do is take a cleaning solution, an easy deck wash, basically. You basically just sponge it on, and then you take a nice broom, brush it off, rinse it off. Now the important thing is you need to wait a full day, let it dry. So what Mr. Handyman, we always schedule 1 day to do the cleaning. We wait a day. The third day, we actually come back and we seal it, we stain it.
Oh, really? So you're saying a day, you can't even do it the next day. It's okay.
No. If there's any water on it, it'll reject the stain, it'll reject the sealer. So then we would use a transparent sealer or and sometimes we use a sprayer. But if you're going to use a sprayer, it goes on very quickly. The problem is it tends to pool. So you want to make sure then you take a roller and roll it afterwards.
Smooth it out. How would you suggest, what is the best way actually to apply it then?
I like to roll most areas, and then if you use rollers like this is great for doing all your railings. Much quicker than a brush.
Right.
Everybody tries to use a brush, but these go so much quicker. Then you can turn it sideways, you fit between the rails, and it goes so much quicker.
And if it's protected really in the elements, it is going to look like this for a long time.
This has not been touched for 3 years. It's been out in the sun. It's protected. It's just getting ready to be refinished. You can see that. See how it's a little dry right there? It's getting ready to be redone.
But it's not getting that discoloration like most do. That's because of the stain protection?
It's been taken care of. And like I said, it's just getting ready. I would put another coat on it this coming year.
Okay. All right. Now, if it looks like this, then we are going to need the big old power washer.
Then we go to the big guns. Break out the big guns.
But you really have to be careful with that, because you can literally, you said, cut through the deck with that?
Yep. You've heard of a water jet? They use it to cut metal. This particular tip, this is a 0-degree tip. At 3,800 PSI, I can cut the wood right in half.
Oh, my goodness.
So you want to take the widest possible tip that you can use and then clean it, and don't ever focus on one area. You want to move the tip around, and you want to keep it clean. As soon as it's clean, move on to the next area. Wood is very soft. The grains between the wood, if you look at the wood, we've got the dark parts and the light part. The light parts are very soft fiber. You can actually knock the soft fiber out, and you get a real wavy pattern into your deck.
So make sure to do it consistently in all areas to kind of have a consistent color on it.
Okay, and then, you know, once it's clean, then you can break out the fun stuff.
Right.
You know, I don't know if we have a lot of rooftop decks in Chicago that we service, and I have one at my own house. And one of the things that I always had trouble with was I put a whole lot of pots out. I had a garden. I had tomato plants, and then I'd always have to go up and water it, and I'd have to carry a watering can up 3 flights of stairs, and I'd have to water it, or I'd have to drag a hose up the side of the building. All
right, guess what? Mr. Handyman has a solution for that.
Well, this is my favorite thing that I installed on my own deck. This is a drip watering kit. It comes with little hoses. This is a 1.5 gallon per hour drip. It just drips out of the end. And this one's a 2.5 gallon. And then they've got adjustable ones where you can even put more water into it, so you have a really, really big pot. Okay? Wow. So then you connect all these through. They come with little T's. All of it connects. You set the timer for the time you want and how many times per day. So every 12 hours, it runs for 30 minutes, and I'm done.
Oh, is that perfect?
Yeah.
I
No more
love it.
trips
The
up the
lazy
deck.
man's watering tool.
The lazy man's watering tool, absolutely.
We also have a lazy man's deck tool, right? If you don't want to do the power washing, then you can go with this composite, which stays looking nice for a really long time.
Yeah, the great thing about the composite decking is they put the color all the way through the deck.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so
we can see one right here that has...
It's solid color. So if you scrape it or gouge it, no problem. You won't even notice it. It blends right in.
Oh my gosh, it is quite a bit pricier though than the regular wood.
Times more expensive for the decking, but you're only doing the decking. You're not doing the entire deck. Deck is all still regular wood. It's only the decking layer, and the good thing about these is you can even use a hidden fastener system. so you don't even see nails or anything else.
Wow,
Basically, it
perfect.
attaches on the edge of the deck and holds it down.
You've got some great advice, and I know you're doing this charity race that I wanted to talk about. We ran out of time a little bit. We're going to put the information on our web page here, the Leukemia Cup Regatta. It is sort of independent of what we're doing here for the Handyman, but certainly a great